Welcome to our channel, where today we dive into the chilling world of Echoes of the Past, a gripping horror story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Join Marianne, a newcomer in the mysterious town of Elderwood, as she uncovers the haunting secrets of her new home with the help of an eerie old tape recorder. What begins as a curious exploration turns into a spine-chilling discovery of voices from beyond, trapped in time. Trust me when I tell you, you're not going to want to miss a moment of this. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Dive into the darkness of Elderwood and unravel the mystery of Marianne's haunted house. Can she free the spirits and solve the mystery? Or will she too become an echo of the past? So without wasting any more time, let's jump right into it. In the quaint little town of Elderwood, tucked between whispering forests and the sleepy expanse of Grayson Lake, autumn arrived with a flutter of leaves and a chill that seeped into the bones. Marianne, a newcomer drawn by the lure of quiet small-town life, had recently moved into a modest house on Elm Street. Her days were filled with the solitude of unpacking boxes and the occasional trip to the local flea markets in search of treasures to decorate her new home. It was on one such outing, a crisp Saturday morning, that Marianne stumbled upon an old tape recorder at Mr. Hensley's garage sale. The device, a portable General Electric model from the early 1960s, was nestled between stacks of dusty books and vintage records. Its dark leather case was worn, but when Marianne pressed the play button, the machine hummed to life with a satisfying whir, as if eager to divulge its secrets.
$5 and it's yours,
Mr. Hensley said, watching her with eyes that hinted at a mix of relief and regret. At home, Marianne placed the tape recorder on her dining table, surrounded by stacks of unopened boxes. She threaded a blank tape through the machine, her fingers trembling slightly with anticipation. As she pressed record, a thought struck her. What if she could capture the essence of her new beginning? Days passed, and the tape recorder became Marianne's silent companion, capturing snippets of her life, the clinking of dishes, the rustle of pages from her reading, and her occasional tentative singing. But one evening, as she replayed a tape to hear her progress on a new song, she heard something unexpected, a voice that wasn't hers.
Stop leaving your lights on,
A male voice grumbled, a voice she had never heard before. Marianne's hand paused over the stop button, her heart thudding in her chest. She rewound the tape and listened again. The voice was unmistakably clear, a stark contrast to her own light tones. She reasoned it must be a recording from the previous owner that hadn't been fully erased. Curiosity piqued, Marianne scoured the flea market for old tapes, hoping to uncover more of these accidental eavesdropping. Each tape she found, she played eagerly, and each revealed more voices, snippets of conversations laced with emotions, anger, joy, sorrow, love. But one voice began to recur, the same grue tone that had first spoken about the lights. The more she heard this voice, the more a chilling realization dawned on her. The voice seemed to be speaking to her, reacting to her movements around the house.
Why this room?
The voice asked as she rearranged the living room. Determined to understand, Marianne started to document when and where she heard the voice. It didn't take long to discern a pattern. The voice only appeared when she was in specific parts of the house, near the fireplace, the small back bedroom, and the hallway leading to the garage. One rainy night, driven by a mix of fear and determination, Marianne sat down with the recorder in the hallway.
Who are you?
She asked aloud, her voice quivering in the empty house. The reply was immediate, a cold whisper that made the candles flicker.
Why are you here?
Tears pricked Marianne's eyes as the temperature dropped, her breath visible in the air. I live here now. Who are you?
Aaron.
The voice replied, heavy with a sorrow that filled the space.
My house.
Chills ran down Marianne's spine. She reached out to the local library the next day, researching the history of her house. She learned about Aaron Foley, the original owner, who had disappeared without a trace in 1962. No one knew what had happened to him, and his family eventually moved away, the house passing through various hands until Marianne bought it. That night, armed with this new knowledge, Marianne confronted the voice.
Aaron, did something happen to you in this house?
Silence greeted her question. Then a sob, a sound so heart-wrenching that Marianne felt tears in her own eyes.
I never left.
Aaron whispered.
Trapped.
Trapped? How can I help you?
Marianne asked, her voice a mix of fear and compassion.
The basement?
Was all he said. But Marianne's house had no basement, or so she thought. A frantic search revealed a hidden trapdoor under the hallway rug, sealed shut. With effort, she pried it open, revealing a narrow stair leading into darkness. Descending with nothing but a flashlight and the tape recorder, Marianne found a small, forgotten space. There, in the dust, lay a skeleton, the bones mingled with remnants of clothing and a rusted General Electric tape recorder by its side. Marianne shuddered, the beam from her flashlight quivering as it illuminated the grim scene. The air was thick with the scent of decay and old secrets. Beside the skeleton, several old tapes lay scattered, their labels faded with time. It was as if Aaron had been waiting for someone to find him, to find the truth. With a deep breath, Marianne gathered the tapes and the recorder, her hands trembling. As she ascended back to the main floor, the atmosphere seemed to change. The oppressive heaviness that had lingered in the air lifted slightly, as though her discovery had acknowledged Aaron's presence, his long unanswered plea for recognition. Back in the light of her dining room, Marianne set about listening to the tapes. They crackled with age, but Aaron's voice was clear, recounting days of solitude and growing despair.
I'm locked in.
One recording stated, a note of panic in Aaron's voice.
I can't find my way out. It's been days. I think this is the end.
The final tape was different. It began with a long silence, then a soft, resigned voice.
If you're hearing this, I hope you can tell my story. I hope you're the one to find me.
Marianne felt a surge of determination. She contacted the police, who came and confirmed the identity of the remains as Aaron Foley. A long-lost missing persons case was finally closed, and the local newspapers erupted with the story of the discovery, the mystery behind the hidden basement, and Marianne's role in unraveling a decades-old tragedy. As the days passed, Marianne noticed the change in her home. The eerie cold spots and disembodied whispers faded, replaced by a sense of peace. But she kept the tape recorder, a link to the man whose life had briefly intertwined with hers in such an unexpected way. Then came the night when Marianne decided to record her own voice one last time, a closure of sorts. She spoke into the microphone, expressing her hopes that Aaron had found some peace. As she replayed the tape, expecting to hear only her own voice, a faint whisper came through the speakers, sending a shiver down her spine.
Thank you.
Aaron's voice, now soft and distant, echoed in the quiet room. With a mix of relief and sorrow, Marianne smiled, realizing that her journey through the echoes of the past had not just unveiled a hidden history, but had also forged a poignant connection across the boundaries of time. She decided to keep the tape recorder, a reminder of the mysterious threads that weave through the lives within a home, sometimes left for the next occupant to unravel. And as autumn deepened into winter, with the wind howling around the eaves of the old house on Elm Street, Marianne felt less like an intruder in her new home, and more like a keeper of its stories. But late at night, when the world was hushed and the shadows played on the walls, she sometimes wondered if Aaron's voice might just speak again, a whisper carried on the breeze, a reminder that some echoes, once awakened, never fully fade away. Thank you for joining us through the eerie twists and turns of Echoes of the Past. We hope you enjoyed this chilling journey into the heart of Elderwood and its hidden secrets. If Marianne's harrowing tale captivated you, help us bring more stories like this to life by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest releases. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue to explore the shadows and share these haunting narratives. Until next time, keep the lights on and the spirits at bay. Thanks for watching.